Hey YouTube, it's Cali Surfer. I'm back again with a new ethical hacking tutorial. Today we're going to be going through the box agent Sudo on TryHackMe.
Listen closely. Listen closely.
So let's go ahead and jump in. I already have some Nmap scan results up for us to take a look at. And in this box, we're going to be doing some extraction of hidden data from various image files. And we'll be looking for clues that lead us down the path towards some credentials that can get us into the box via SSH. So we'll do a follow-up Nmap scan here with all of the scripts, all of the ports, so that we can scan for higher numbered ports with services running. And we'll just leave that going in the background while we get started with enumeration. So we'll want to test that FTP port and see if we can do anonymous login. But first, let's look at the web page, and it looks like we've got a little hint here. What are you doing? Are you one of the 25 employees? And a code name, agent. Was it Agent J there in the message? So probably 25 makes me think maybe they're letters of the alphabet. So let's go into our folder here for agent Sudo. All right, so we have some Nmap scans already here, and we're going to let the all port scan run in the background as we continue on with our enumeration. And just dropping into the correct folder for our notes. Let's take a look at the HTTP website, and we know the hint on the TryHackMe site said that you should tweak the user agent using a Firefox extension. So I got that extension, and we can modify the user agent request header to the different code names, which probably are going to be letters of the alphabet capitalized. So let's just go through and we'll do ABC and see what we can find. So just setting up a few different text files here for services and usernames, passwords, so that we can keep some notes running as we continue on with our enumeration. And just making some notes here of services running. Not sure about the 5060 filtered SIP service. Don't know what that is, so we'll Google around for it. All right, so we have an agent R. All right, let's check our request header now. And there it is, the custom. Here we can change the user agent quickly without needing to get into Burp Suite or anything more technical. All right, so we'll start at A. And yep, make that big. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's our extension. We'll try to reset it so we can get our standard message. Reset container. There it is. So that was the original user agent. Use your own code name as user agent to access the site from agent R. All right, we don't know our code name yet, but it's a reasonable guess to think maybe it's each letter of the alphabet. So I've already answered the questions here, but assuming you don't know anything yet, you just start with letter A, and let's go through the alphabet. All right, but we'll skip to C because I happen to know that agent C is our code name and our real name is Chris. It's interesting, it redirected us to an agent C attention.php file. You might want to check the source code on that and see if anything else is going on. It mentions an agent J also, and a weak password. So probably we can crack Chris's password with brute force, and maybe we can enumerate a little more about agent J. All right, but just noting down that new PHP address and our agents, we got C and J. All right, so we don't know which service the password is going to be for, but probably it's FTP or SSH. Let's see if we tweak the parameters or the name of the PHP, if anything comes up. Nothing does. Nothing for agent A. Let's just check on agent R. Nothing comes up. we're on the wrong page actually, so nothing should come up. Right, because we're just loading up the agent underscore C underscore attention.php with different user agents. That probably won't matter. So let's go back to the original page and tweak the user agent one more time. Nope, nothing comes up. All right, so let's get to our brute forcing. We know it's a weak password, so we're going to be using the 500 worst passwords list from SecLists. Making sure that we have the FTP protocol there. Lowercase L for username, uppercase P for password list. All right, check our IP, we're good to go, and we start the attack there. So if all goes well, we should have a password for Chris in just a few seconds. I'm just taking notes while we wait for that to crank away. All right, so you'll see I've already done these questions, but we'll still walk you through it as if you don't know yet. All right, still going. 243 tries per minute, so it shouldn't be more than 2 minutes to get through about 500. Bingo. So we got it. Crystal is his password. So we'll just make a note of that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and enumerate the FTP. Now that we have credentials. All right, so we'll log in now, and we're on Kali Purple, so we can go ahead and use the command FTP that's already installed. That should work. It's on the default port. Name is Chris, user or password is Crystal, and let's see what we've got in there. So 3 files. Let's use the command get to copy those to our attacker machine. And we'll just do them one at a time. Qt-alien and then qt.ping. Double check the name. I don't know why that one didn't work, but let's try it again. Using tab completion. So we've got all 3 files now. Yep, let's check them out. So we're looking for metadata or hidden data. of interest here. We'll start with using binwalk and Qt. So there is a zip archive hidden inside Qt. So now we'll add the tac E for extract, and we've extracted that zip in a new folder, qtping extracted. All right, let's use binwalk on Qt-alien. Nothing of interest. Let's try using the file command, and nothing jumps out at me there. And yep, nothing to extract. So the other program is SSHing. We can use to see if there's any hidden data in the file in another way. Cat out the message here. Agent R stored the real picture inside your directory. The login password is in the fake picture. It shouldn't be a problem, Agent C. So no new usernames here, but just instructions to encourage us to keep exploring. Forgot to add user J earlier. So we have a zip file. We're going to need a zip password. There's an SSH service running, and then we've got our root password also. All right. So we need to look into that new folder with the zip and continue on enumerating. And let's go into that directory and look at the zip file to agent R. And let's use 7-zip to attempt to extract the archive. And look, that to agent R text file is 0 bytes right now, but once we unzip, it'll be 86 bytes and we'll have a new message. Presumably a hint that'll help us to move forward. We don't know the password, so we're going to have to come back to this. And let's go to our other image file and inspect it with SSHing. And we'll come back to this zip unzipping process soon. All right, we already looked at that. All right, just looking through the raw data and it's unintelligible. Metadata doesn't show anything. Strings, take a look through, see if there's any hidden data there. Sometimes it pops out to the side. There's really nothing here. Nothing here of interest. So let's go to SSHing now. We already tried binwalk. There's nothing in the Qt-alien. Here we go. So SSHing. All right, we'll run it. Unknown command. Right, we need the -sf, I think, for source file or stego file. We could go verbose. We just want to look and see what's there right now. So put that flag SF there. Doesn't like the SF. We'll try the alternate flag there, which is stegophile. All right, so we missed the first argument. It has to be there. We can do info or extract. Passphrase. We could try crystal again. All right, so we got a bit of a riddle. We need to find one more password somehow. The zip has a hashed password that we can extract using hash to John. Zip to John, that's right. So we'll extract that with zip to John. Now just cat it out, we can see we have a hash. Now we'll run John on it. Looks like we've cracked it, but we can't see it. So we can, I guess, cat it out again. Is it there? Nope, it didn't change that file, but it is stored in John, I believe. So we need to use the show flag on our John command. There it is. And we see it. So password is alien. So now we can get into our zip and extract everything. Let's try 7-zip again. Just checking out that other file in there. Don't know what that's for right now. All right, so we already have that password. There we go with the show flag. Let's go back in and unzip with 7-zip. I'll make a note here. All right, so we do have our zip archives password. and now we have our password. Okay, so now we have something. Let's see what we have. The to agent, our text now should be viewable. And there we go. We need to send a picture to as soon as possible. This looks like it's encoded. Let's try base 64. One of the most simple encoding methods. I think we have to echo that. And then -D for decrypt. And we got a new password here, area 51. So this should give us access now to the hidden message in cute-alien, right? So let's use our area 51 password. And we have a new message here. Let's cat that out. Password, hacker rules exclamation. So that's James's password. Let's make a note about that. So assuming SSH, let's try it and see what we can get from there. And we'll just make a note here, hacker rules. And that's a mistake. It's not Chris, it's actually James. All right, so we'll SSH in now as James at and our target machine. And yes. And we'll use our hacker rules password and we're in as James. Now, all we have to do now is we'll grab his user flag and then we'll see if we can escalate to the root and grab the root flag. All right, there's our user flag. We've got it. And let's check a sudo tac L to see what kind of sudo permissions are on this machine. All and then except for root. So this is weird. Let's Google it and see what comes up here. Maybe there's a way to bypass this so that we can gain access to the root password. And look, there's a security bypass. There's a CVE. Let's check out that second link over there. Check our sudo. Trying to see if we could find the sudo version. All right, check that second link. This is probably going to be our path forward. So let's watch the video below and see how they do it on the command line. I think a question asks us the CVE number though, so we'll just jot that down here. All right, and we'll check this out. So the exploit here hinges on the ability to use a number for the user instead of their actual name. And a problem is that the -1 user is treated like 0, which is root. So let's see if we can do that here. And we'll just check the video. Oh, yeah, we can check and see if we're if our environment is affected, but we're getting a weird error there, syntax error. Well, let's check the video. They use sudo tacu #0, or we could do #-1. Make sure we have the tacu first for user, #-1, and we forgot to put on the bin bash. So once we add that, it should work. Or they just use bash in the example. All right, so let's test it here. -1 and bin bash. Yo, we got it. Okay, so who am I? We're root. And we can grab the root flag. And we see that Agent R's code name or real name is actually Deskel. So that answers all the questions. Oh, actually, there's one more question about the Roswell incident. Let's wrap that up first before we sign off. Okay, back to our questions. The incident of the photo. So where was the photo? Was it in James's home file? All right, so we'll grab that file here, making sure we put in port 8000 for that simple HTTP server, and grab that picture for a reverse Google image search, and we'll look for any websites that list a name that's describing this incident. And for some reason, my Firefox doesn't have the reverse Google image search option. So we're going to go to my burp Chrome browser, making sure our proxy is turned off. And yeah, let's just go to Google Images. And you'll see that the Chrome browser has it there, that little colorful camera picture icon. And we can just paste into here. And a couple of articles pop up, a YouTube video. Let's find the image source. There's a Fox News article. And there it is, Roswell alien autopsy. So that's the last question here for this box, Agent Sudo. And that brings us to the end of our walkthrough. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below and check out my weekly CTF walkthroughs. You can let me know in the comments also what you liked, what you didn't like, if you have any requests or other feedback. So we'll catch you on the flip side. Take it easy. See ya.